Hello, Skipper.
I'm just here with Rashid, Sam, and Femi.
Hello.
They joined me many years ago, many moons ago, and they just want to express a bit more of the feelings and experiences of the trip out this year, with the highlighted points being COVID. So, Sam,
Yes, Skipper.
how did it go? How did you turn up to the airport? And which airport were you at?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as we decided we were coming out and picked the airline, it was Ryanair. So that meant we're leaving from Stansted Airport. So we've worked our way through the procedures. I think I've got 2 of my jabs, and going to the airport, we're pretty confident. We've done the passenger locator for the Greek government, and I had to download the NHS app to demonstrate the fact that I had both my jabs, because the data was there. And we were quite optimistic. And interestingly enough, the way the airport is set up, it's quite
Which
less
airport?
Stansted.
Okay.
Stansted, yeah. It has not a whole lot of friction. So the 2 ways you want to do it, if you want to be clever, go after checking in online. When you arrive at the airport, go straight to the check-in and get your certification, as in the airline staff will check if you're vaccinated, you got a test, and then they'll check if you've downloaded the proper Greek documents, and then they'll give you a little piece of paper which you hand in at the boarding, and your boarding just pretty much goes faster than anybody else.
Straight through. Any big queues or anything, Rashid? Or?
No, not really. There was no queues whatsoever. How many would you say on our flight? Maybe about 80, 70, 80 people on our flight.
Our ploy was to arrive last.
Yeah.
Plane was less than half.
It was
Less than half, yeah.
Once we got to Professor Airport, we all got tested again, which was interesting. The other interesting thing was that
Did you get tested, or did everyone get tested?
everyone
Oh,
got
okay.
tested.
Yeah.
Everyone on the flight. There, 2 nurses.
And what kind of test was that?
It was the lateral flow.
Lateral flow one.
Lateral flow test.
It was free. We didn't have to pay. We didn't
Yeah,
pay.
and then you just hang around for 5 minutes, and yeah, it was pretty fine. I mean, the interesting thing was that they never checked our NHS app when we got here.
So the NHS you could have done without?
Well, no,
Well, it was
because they
a random-
checked it to get on the flight.
Got
It
you.
was
Yeah.
it was a random check. What happens is that when you fill out the Greek form, the person will look at your Greek form and will ask your name, and in that Greek form will indicate that you've either got both your vaccines or it's a test. So if it's a test, they will ask you for the evidence of the test.
Yeah.
If it's a vaccine, they may not, and
Good.
that is what we experienced.
The requirement of the passenger location form. They get all the information, so they're aware of it. That's it. Yeah, but I think with me, I think one of the things that I had a higher sense of achievement, because looking at all the hurdles you have to jump through to get here, and it was literally quite smooth for us.
Yeah.
So I think because we just followed the guidelines to the as closely as possible, we got everything we needed done. So we were literally on top of it. So which is why our flight was, because we didn't have any issues at all.
No.
Yeah, it came straight through. Our luggage was on point, so we didn't.
Did you get cancelled at all beforehand, or change of flights? No.
cancellations,
So straight dates. When did you book the holiday?
It's in April. By May we booked, and then
And we're on the 26th of June today. Very good. And our last day on the holiday on the sea.
And it was awesome. There was no regret. I mean, I think I would have been upset if I didn't come.
Yeah.
More upset if I didn't come than coming. So
Yeah.
it was actually fantastic.
In all, it hasn't really been a great inconvenience. Yes, the expense, like in terms of returning, we were hoping that Boris would announce a few days ago that because it was going to become green, but that's not the case. So returning now, we will need to do a lateral flow here locally, which is what? How much was that?
30 euros.
30 euros.
30 euros, yeah. So
To-
there's the 2 options, I believe. The 30 euros for the lateral flow test to fly out,
Yes.
or you could have the 80 euro PCR test,
PCR test.
which is a bit of a
It's a
no-brainer.
no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
I mean, new government guidelines indicate that lateral flow test was adequate. So basically, the transition was kind of like a no-brainer to do the lateral flow at 30 euros, and and that was done, and results came shortly.
And to do that, we obviously have to do that 72 hours before your flight.
Before your
So
flight.
did it change your route on the holiday, on your sailing holiday? Did it change?
Thanks to activity holidays, we were able to get that into our itinerary so that it didn't really affect our activities that much. So we were able to work around it, and the information also, because thanks to you, we probably wouldn't have got you know, the actual cheaper option. So it was excellent.
So we went from Civita, it was from Civita to
Nidru.
to get the test on Friday.
Yeah.
And results, everything ready
Mm-hmm.
immediately. Right, good to fly out tomorrow.
Pretty much.
And that's all you require to fly out? You have to obviously do a PLF, I assume, to get back into the UK?
Yes.
And anything on top of that? Any extra
We
tests?
also, of course, have to book a test.
Book tests.
We
Tell me
also
about
have
those.
to book a
Day
test
2, day 8.
for day 2 and day 8
Yeah.
when we return to the UK. And as we said earlier, because Boris has decided not to change Greece back to green, it's still amber, so
Yeah.
we'll still have to do
we
that.
still have to do the
We've got to
quarantine.
quarantine for 10 days, and you have to book and pay for the test. Day for day 2 and day 8, and if you want to, of course, end your quarantine early, you can also book a third test,
Day
which
5.
will be
Day 5.
taken on day 5.
Yeah.
But it's mandatory that you have to book both day 2 and 8.
Nice. Anything else to add for people like yourselves that really desperately want to get out in this gorgeous heat at the moment and sun in the Greek islands?
Well, I'll say it's been wonderful, and the various ports, islands we've visited haven't been too busy. There's never been any kind of fear. Well, we know that the numbers are virtually non-existent around here. So I think generally we felt safe. I mean, we bought natural flow test kits with us. These two took the test yesterday, and we're fine.
Good. All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. And hopefully this information is useful to everyone that are wanting to get out. So this is from Ben at Activity Holidays Greece. We'll see you guys soon.
And now, a moment from our sponsors.